What's good, fam? I go by the name of Bake, and I want to welcome you to the very first episode of Levi Podcast. Sorry about that, but Levi Podcast, where we analyze love in a relationship context of where we trying to become better human beings and building relationships, not just with our partners, but with our family, with our loved ones, with our friends, all that good stuff. And today's topic is a good one, and it's not going to be a long one because the podcast is supposed to be live streamed, but I can't live stream, and so I'm going to be talking to y'all this way until I'm able to live stream soon. So sorry about that, but it's going to be a live interaction, and I don't care if we got one person, two persons. Eventually the goal is to hopefully get it to where it's about 20, 30, maybe 40, maybe even 100 folks in there, and we talking about the complexity of love and the topics. I got a lot of great stuff that we're going to be doing, and I got a lot of great videos that we're going to be talking about as well. But the first topic we're going to be talking about is what makes love complicated. I think love can be complicated due to various factors, such as different expectations, right? Some people may require certain things, right? They may have certain type of love languages. They may have certain specific needs. What else makes it complicated? Communication issues, right? It's a big one. A lot of people don't know how to articulate their issues. They don't know how to articulate their problems. They don't know how to articulate what's going on. And by not being able to articulate their issues, it creates bigger problems, right? A child may feel like they're not being loved by their parent because they're not able to voice how they feel. Every time they express themselves, their parents say, yo, you're tripping, you're bugging, I don't want to hear it, I ain't got time for that, I am working this, I'm doing that. And we're going to be diving into those different type of relationships, because it's not just relationship where a partner to partner, because I feel like the world is considered around relationships, and the goal of this podcast is to create love vibes. And that's why I call it Love Vibe. It's to create love vibes on talking about things that can help heal. Love is something that can heal, but there's complexities to that. Another thing could be personal insecurities. You can have personal insecurities. You can have trauma that you have dealt with, trauma or not dealt with, but you haven't dealt with, and you are bringing your insecurities, your personal insecurities, into new situations where it's impacting your relationships with your friends, your families, your lover, your loved ones. And so I feel like those three things, of course there's more, but we're going to focus on those three things, like the expectations, right? The communication issues, the personal insecurities. Just those three things alone make love very, very complicated. It makes it very, very complex. Funny story, sometimes I ask myself, have I been in love? Have I been in a situation where I felt like I felt love? And I feel like in times I felt the emotion of what I think love feels like, right? But I don't think I've been in love to the point where I've been able to really sacrifice completely, right? Because when you think about relationships in general, it's like I'm doing something to get something. Most of the time, we're trying to get something in reaction, not in response to something that we do. Either it's gratification, either it's gift, either it's time, whatever that may be, right? The expectations, right? The different expectations can impact what that looks like. But I truly feel that the biggest things that make love complex is fear and pain. I truly feel like we are so afraid to be in love, to feel the emotion of love, to love someone, to demonstrate love, out of the fear of being hurt. It is so painful to get your heart broke. It is so painful to deal with something where it's like, damn, that hurt. That sucked. That don't feel good. And I truly believe that a lot of times that is one of the biggest reasons why we don't fall in love. When somebody disrespects you, when somebody overlooks you, when somebody makes you feel a certain way that causes you pain, it makes us don't want to experience it. Like the unexpected expectations, the insecurities, the trauma, the communication problems, it all centered around the fear of being hurt, the fear of allowing somebody in my space, the fear of loving somebody and knowing that I'm vulnerable once I'm in love with them. That's painful. And so they don't ever want to feel like that, so they protect themselves. They hide. They mask up. They wall up. They put on their armor, and they do things that, in a way, in their mind, they think that is protecting them, but in a way, it's only hurting them even more. And that's the goal of this whole podcast. I want this experience to be something that heals people, even heals me. Like I go through rejection. Heck, I get rejected a lot of times, and sometimes I do the rejection, but it hurts. It hurts either way. I've been ghosted before. I've been disrespected before. I've been a lot of things, and they still hurt, but a part of me still fights for something that I truly, truly, truly believe in, which is love. I do think love is a beautiful thing if you allow yourself to be in it. I think it's an amazing thing when you allow yourself to be in there. Because strong and real love is something that's worth holding on to. It's something that's worth fighting for. It's something that's worth having. And that's why I truly believe, before we wrap up, it's a short one today because we can't go live. So I'll turn this into a mini episode, and then we have a lot of things that we're going to be working on as far as like topics and things like that. And you let me know what kind of love topics or things centered around love, that make up love, that represent love, that you want to learn or get healing on or just talk about in some capacities. We'll bring some spiritual, scriptural things into the mix so we can identify love from a lens, from different lenses, from the world lens, right? From your lens, from my lens, from God lens. But I truly, 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 truly believe that love is complex because it's one of the greatest things to be a part of. It's one of the greatest things to be a part of, because once you are loved, or once you feel loved, so much about your life feels so much better. I'm not saying you're not going to deal with any things, but having your loved ones close by to make things feel better, and having God himself, the ultimate lover, the ultimate one who sacrificed everything just to have an opportunity to build a relationship with you, that's a different type of love. And so I truly, 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 truly feel that love is complex because it's one of the greatest gifts to be a part of, to experience, to have. And that is why I would never stop searching. I would never stop working. I would never stop progressing to find love in my family, love in my friendships, love in the Lord, love in what I do, love for people, and love for my wife whenever that day happens. It don't look like it's happening anytime soon, though. But anyway, man, that's going to do it today for Le Vibe First Podcast. Why is love complicated? You let me know in the comments. And like I said, we're going to be doing live streams because I want to do a live stream. And get some interactions with you guys and add you to the Discord to talk about real stuff, to talk about real problems, to talk about real issues, to talk about stuff. We're going to do that, and we're going to bring that to the mix. But I just want to tell you today, love is complicated because it's the greatest thing to be a part of. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I really do. I really do. Always glory to God for giving us an opportunity and being the true representative of love, of what love is and what it represents. It's painful. It's beautiful too. At the end of the day, y'all already know. Le Vibe, baby. Le Vibe.